And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott out to his left. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And all the way down to the 29. A big play here for the Cowboys. 46 yards. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a second down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. 2017 for Zeke Elliott, a mixed bag. Would he play, would he not play? Well, he missed the 6 games from weeks 10 to 15. He still finished, though, Charles, 10th in the league in rushing.
Just tells you about the talent that he has and how explosive he is. And
he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Bailey. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Here's Carson. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's John Ryan now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles, the backup quarterback?
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 52 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is Elliott, and he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshon Lattimore on defense.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Paul Richardson, 44 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So the Cowboys offense coming back out there, and after the excitement of that 13-3 year, the NFC East title 2016, they fell back to earth in 2017. They still finished 9-7, but not what you expected from them.
No, the scoring differential was a big telltale about the difference between 2016 and 2017. They were plus 115 a season ago. Just plus 22 this year. That means tighter games can go either way, and not enough of them went in Dallas's win column in this past season.
On second down, Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Going right side, he has Winton. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 27 yards that time. And that leads to a Dallas first down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
Can't go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. They run it with Carson across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. On third down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
We have so many different terms for third down, 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 3rd and manageable. How about 3rd and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. 20! They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. They go again with Davis. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. From a distance, he'd certainly like to forget. This one from 27 yards out. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be resigned, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents.
And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 42 yards on the ground. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
Eluding the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Flushed out right. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Sheldon Richardson. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Charles, earlier we talked a lot about Russell Wilson, what a great job he did last year in 2017 as Seattle's offense is working their way back onto the field. But they're probably going to need to find a running game to alleviate some of that pressure on Wilson, right?
Yeah, you think? I mean, my goodness, when you take a look at what Russell Wilson did, he more than doubled the rushing yardage of Mike Davis, who finished second. And Mike Davis didn't begin the year on Seattle's roster. They went through a number of runners this season, none of them that fit and really hit. Chris Carson, they thought was going to be the guy who got hurt early in the year, but they definitely have to find a running game and get back to playing that Seattle football of run first and let Russell Wilson take over from there.
Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a second and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again, it's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And this offensive unit, they have to face a third down and 12 now. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 30-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. Open space inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And now here come the Cowboys. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Elliott running right. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Elliott a first down and more. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. That one good for 33 and a first. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. One man in the backfield, Elliott. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
On 3rd down. It's Smith, and he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie.
And Bailey able to knock it through. But wait up now. A flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On second down, Wilson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. To throw on third down. Wilson under pressure again, and down he goes again. David Irving in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's John Ryan now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got Lockett. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Tyrone Crawford in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They go to Elliott again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Prescott. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Now it's Lockett. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he is out of bounds right around the 20. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, it's Smith. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. A lot of score.